My name is George Boston Rhynes, and I've been in Valdosta since 1989. I came from Ramstein, Germany. And I'm going to ask you all to tell your friends to listen to the videos I post on kvci.blogspot.com and to share it with anybody around the world. We in Valdosta, Lowndes County, and South Georgia in general has been suffering from the lack of information. Therefore, too many of the citizens in our community have been left deaf, dumb, and blind to the times and unable to make intelligent decisions based on information from public meetings. Therefore, we want to stop that trend. We want to change it. We want to break up the old 1860 mentality of that charter that was displayed in Valdosta City Hall until 2004, when I saw it being displayed on public property and asked that it be removed. They reluctantly removed that 1860 charter, which referred to people of color, black African Americans, if you will, in the same paragraph as hogs, dogs, and other animals straying at large in our city. It also said that the mayor and council shall pass all proper and necessary laws for the control of slaves and free people of color in said town, and to abate, control, and suppress us. But in 2000, at the turn of the century, it still seems that the 1860 charter mentality was being applied, and in 2004, it really was reflected by that display of that flag. And 15 of us was arrested in May of 2005 for protesting the name change of a public park that was predominantly black African Americans. And we went to jail by Mayor John Freddy and the people on city council, our council representative, who sat there and didn't say anything. And all citizens of Valdosta, in my most humble opinion, should be in an uproar about that alone. Since then, we have seen other issues to take place in our community. We have it on tape. Many radio programs wherein information was distributed to some of the citizens, but the larger segment of the citizens were not informed of this information. Our elected officials, both bodies, are well aware of that. And I think that in 2011, we the people can bring about a change if we would only do it here in Valdosta by finding people in the community that will seek public office and run in opposition to these people. Because if we don't stand up today, there's not going to be any change. Our children will continue to be left behind. It's okay to have meetings, but meetings are not going to resolve our problem. We've tried meetings before. We've marched, we protested, we tried to boycott. We tried all of this. 2,500 strong marched on the Lowndes County jail. But what happened in our community? Did it arouse the pastors, the bishops, the deacons, the imams, and the rabbis? No. There must be a new approach. Must be a new approach. And Jesus said, only truth will set us free. And this is what Those who are in opposition to Jesus and his teaching don't want the majority to have. They don't want us to walk in truth. They don't want us unified. They don't want us to have the information at public meetings. They want to keep us not in the dark. After all, God himself dwelled in pitch darkness before he himself said, "Let there be light." And then the light shined in the midst of darkness. But yet darkness never goes out. The light goes out, but darkness never goes out. Darkness, according to the volume of sacred law, was here when God allowed light to shine over there. But God himself dwells in pitch darkness, except him being the light of the world. His body is illuminated with truth and righteousness. So in the midst of darkness, he blinds the common eye because he knows the power of truth. And this is why God is so free to love all of us, because he is the light. And when you allow that walk to internalize that natural side of you, then you become illuminated. Then you will become a part of him. Then you can say like Jesus said, "When you see the Father, you've seen me, and when you see me, you've seen the Father." But if you don't want for your neighbor that which you want and have for yourself, the God I'm talking about, you will never know. And you cannot join those who walk in true light in paradise.